Hey guys, so if you follow me over on Instagram, you would have seen this morning my attempt at doing my own hair with a hurt hand. So it was pretty ridiculous. I realized that I'm really not good at applying, putting my hair up with one hand. My boyfriend also is not very great at doing ponytails. So I just resorted to throwing some dry shampoo in my hair and like tussling it around so that it at least looked semi-presentable today. So I was getting pretty low on my dry shampoo. This is what it looks like. So I thought that I would just bring you guys along as I whip up some more of it. So you guys will see how completely easy this is because I can do it with one hand. So if I can do it, you can do it. It's super easy, super affordable. And it works really, really well. So all you need for this is a little bit of arrowroot powder. If you have darker hair, then you're going to want to add in some cocoa powder. I literally just use the Hershey's one, and it'll just help the color blend into your hair a little bit better so it's not like white powder on dark hair. And then I am adding in a couple drops of lemon essential oil just for cleansing properties and to help with any of the oils that are on the hair. And then rosemary. Rosemary is really, really amazing for the health of your hair. So I use that in my shampoo all the time, and I love adding it to my dry shampoo. And then the last one is lavender. So it smells really nice and fresh. So it just kind of helps with any odors that are on your hair. So I am going to tilt this down a bit so that you guys can see what I'm working on here. So I have a bowl and a little sifter because I find that if I don't sift it, it gets a little bit like clumpy, and I want it to be really fine so that it can go into my hair. So I'm just gonna pop my sifter into the bowl. And then I have a small container, so I have about 1/3 a cup of arrowroot powder here that I'm just going to toss into the sifter. And I'm just gonna shake that through. And then I'm going to add in just a couple spoonfuls of cocoa powder. So I kind of just do this until I get to like the color that I'd like. So you can add as much or as little as you want. So I'm just going to sift that in to my little bowl here. So I find the cocoa powder has some more clumps in it, so I sort of just stir it into the sifter and press it through so that those clumps get broken up. One of the things that I love about this is that it actually smells chocolatey. So depending on if you use cocoa powder or how much you use. So then I'm just going to mix this up with a spoon or a fork, whatever you want, so that the colors get nice and blended. Again, if you have light colored hair or blonde hair or gray hair, then you could just use the arrowroot powder on its own. You wouldn't have to add in the cocoa powder. So once it's looking pretty blended, I'll show you guys that there. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 10 drops of each oil. So lemon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then rosemary, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10. And lavender, 1, 2, 3. So you'll see that there's like, see if I can show that to you guys, there's little wet spots where the oil dropped in. So I'm just going to stir that in so it gets nice and combined. It shouldn't make any, like it's not enough liquid to make any actual clumps in your dry shampoo. But you just want to make sure it gets blended in really well so that when you apply, you're actually getting the oils in every application. So I just mixed it up and poured it all over my counter. Cool. So that's it. That's literally it. Now all I'm going to do is just fill up my container, and then when I go to use this, all I do is I take an old makeup brush and I dip it into the mixture. I tap off the excess, and then I just tap it along my roots and around my face where my hair usually gets oily, and then I just use my fingers or a brush to kind of like zhuzh it in. So if you are catching this on the replay, make sure you say hello. Let me know if you try this. Or if you have any other tips around it or anything like that, because I would love to hear what you guys think. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys soon.